What's going on, Gatewalkers? It's Otto, and today we're going to talk about 5 things that you should know while playing the alpha. Now, if you haven't already played the game, don't worry, you still can. They did announce that they extended the alpha about a day after my review video was posted, and it's still currently going. So, dive in, give it a shot. It's a lot of fun, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, it's alpha, and there's limited content, but, that's to be expected. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty. Number 1, choosing a weapon and armor combo. This actually is going to play a huge role later on, so when you first get into the game, go into your progress section and look at all the weapons, look at their skills, and decide what kind of suits your playstyle or interests you the most. Once you've made that selection and decision, come over to the armor section and coordinate that armor set with that weapon. If you're going with like a staff, light armor, bow, medium armor, sword and shield, heavy armor, right? We're just going to start with the basic stuff. But if like you're using like a heavy axe, heavy armor, etc., right? The reason being is that these skills are coordinated very well with the playstyle of these weapons as far as the armor skills go. So like if you go with like a light armor set on like a melee weapon, you're gonna do okay. You're not gonna do horrible, but the skills that are coordinated with the heavy armor are gonna suit you a lot better for survivability and actually, believe it or not, crowd control. Now, once you get into tier 3, you're going to be able to choose legendary weapons, but you're also going to be able to make a elemental decision based on the weapon you get. Now, you want to make sure that you coordinate these elements with a friend if you're playing co-op. That way you can combo off of each other and deal more damage and have better crowd control and just actually have a better experience and get to enjoy all the content. Now, getting into number 2. This is the treasure finders. Now, I know this sounds like common sense and you're like, Otto, like, dude, it's in the basic crafting and like, duh, I know about this. But you know what? I slept on this and I've seen a lot of people sleep on this. So use them, okay? They're going to play a huge role in being able to find these hidden chests throughout the map. And some of them are actually like within dungeons and stuff. And it's actually kind of cool to do. First of all. Secondly, you're going to get a lot of your legendary materials from doing so, which is the best way and the quickest way to progress and get your tier 3 armor and weapons. So try to do all the hidden chests and that you can, and you'll thank me later, I promise. So getting into the third thing, I wanted to take a moment to talk about glowing mushrooms. Now, again, I know it's kind of common sense and straightforward. The game, like it's part of like your crafting, right? But these things are so crucial to the day-night cycle world that it's unbelievable. You only really need 2 to get through the whole night cycle. But as you see here, I'm fighting with my full damage and skills and my full potential versus running around with a torch with no damage and running around for my life. Or you can use a gun and I think maybe like a one-handed like the one-handed wand thing. I'm not sure, I didn't get that far. I made the wand, but I didn't test the whole torch thing out because the glowing mushrooms are just that good. But I want to talk about the iron and copper deposits. So it's actually, side note, whatever, a big thing for you to know is, as you see here, I'm up in this like rocky area and I'm getting tons and tons of copper, right, and iron. This is the best way I've found, the quickest way. Obviously it's metal, right? It kind of makes sense to be near these areas, but just wanted to kind of point that one out. Now, if you made it this far into the video, congratulations, because now I'm about to show you the 4th thing that you should know, and this is probably the most important thing you should know. And that is, if you're playing co-op primarily, you might be able to pull this off solo, but you can lay your bedrolls down during boss fights or just in fights in general, anywhere. Go rest up, pop a food or something to regenerate your shield before you rest up, regenerate both of them, and then hop back into the fight. It's super useful. As you see, I used it here, worked out really well. Now, I'm going to get into the last thing here. This is, again, unfortunately, only a co-op thing. And the game kind of, believe it or not, I think kind of pushes for co-op. Just because of the whole elemental combo element in the game. I think they want people to play with each other, right? It kind of makes sense to me, at least. But as far as the last tip or thing that you should know goes, it again is only for co-op, and that's when you're harvesting materials. So if you're near each other while harvesting materials, you both will actually get materials. So say you normally get 5 wood when you harvest a tree. The main person harvesting the tree will still get their 5 wood, but the co-op, the other person that's near you, will get 3 wood, right? Of course, this is just for an example. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but keep that in mind while you're playing it with a friend, if you end up playing with a friend, and stick together. It'll benefit both of you. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like, comment down below, tell me what you think. If you have something to add, again, drop it in the comments, and I'll catch y'all next time.